Hey guys, Dan Hood, Big DH 2000 here. This next one's an unusual one. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, I've started messing around with casting resin slabs myself. Don't worry, I'm never gonna be selling them. This is just for me to play around with and try a few things I've been meaning to try. Um, some of you, uh, you know, may know Lars on the German forum. He did some of this stuff way back when, and I've always wanted to try. Well, I finally got a pressure pot and whatnot. You know, I've been messing around with the cholla cactus. But anyway, here it is. Here's the first resin slab I ever cast. And the reason I'm sitting in the sun is because I want to bring you guys in close. And hopefully, we'll see if we can get some sun on this, so you can see some of the depth of this resin. What it is, these lines are actually they're actually purple resin from the purple one I cast. You'll remember I cast a purple cholla cactus. This was the leftover, so I poured it in the bottom. Before it dries, you pull it out. Let it dry for about 2-3 hours. It's still malleable. And what you do is you take it out and you roll it. You know, either roll it or put it in a U or whatever. Stick rubber bands around it, let it dry overnight, and then it keeps the shape. And then you slice it like you would a loaf of bread and put it in the next thing. You know, in this case, you can see the big circle. Okay. And then you slice it in layers, set it in your thing, and pour the next set of resin on top of it. Got a few weird pockets of stuff in the resin. It's a little unusual. I've also put pearlescent in. This is supposedly red, but when you add the pearlescent and low on red dye, to make the pearlescent show through, you get closer to a pink tinge to it than anything. I also swirled the pearlescent in the dye, so it's not really throughout. So you can see, if you look closely, you can see lines. You can see the darker lines inside the resin. That's actually pearlescent, and when you hold it in the sun, it gleams white. I also put some in the purple resin. I was just, experimenting. The problem is if you look, let me see if I can get this to focus correctly. If you look carefully, you can see there's like white spots on the purple lines, which almost look black. Those white spots are the pearlescent. It came out looking more like spots of dirt than it did having any effect, because the purple is so dark. Once again, learning resin combinations and color combinations as I go along. So some of these aren't going to be perfect. But anyway, this is a real pretty one. I was really happy with this slab, and as you can see, you can do some crazy things by, multi-pours or double pours. So I might start doing that myself, because it's very hard to find this stuff kind of cast like this elsewhere. I still buy a lot of my resins from other places. There's 1 or 2 blemishes on this that I still have to work out. I'll probably sand them off. But I'm quite pleased with it. And hopefully you guys get a little, and of course the core is black, black phenolic. Okay. Left over from another project. Anyway, I'll take some nice pictures of this and put it up. It's definitely different, unique, a weird resin slab that I made. So I'm gonna try a few things like this. Got 1 or 2 more slabs that I already made like this, where I put the stuff in differently. I'm gonna practice a little bit with swirling, two resins, but so far it hasn't been very successful, and it's been okay. The slab is usable, but it hasn't wowed me. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Hope you like it. Let's see if we can get this focus in just on this. to finish it off.